a man named Daniel. He wasn't the richest, nor the most famous, but he was the one people called when their world was falling apart. Strong arms and an even stronger spirit, Daniel could lift a broken fence, a neighbor's heavy boxes, or the crushing weight of someone's worries with the same ease. People admired him. They whispered, "If Daniel is around, nothing can go wrong." But one winter, life shifted. The company where he'd worked for 12 years shut its doors overnight. The paycheck stopped. Soon after, the bank took his home. And in those days when he needed friends most, many disappeared. Too busy, too distant, or too afraid to face his pain. The man who once carried others now stood with nothing in his hands. The first months were brutal. Cold nights spent on a friend's couch, days walking the streets with job applications that came back stamped, "We'll call you." But the call never came. Shame settled heavy in his chest. People who once greeted him with warmth now looked away. But Daniel refused to let life write his ending. He began again. Small, almost invisible steps. A construction site hired him for day labor. The work was rough, but it gave him coins in his pocket. He took night classes to learn carpentry, and on weekends, he mended broken chairs and tables for neighbors. His hands blistered, his back ached, but his mind clung to a picture of a better tomorrow. Some days, he went hungry. Some days he cried alone, but he never stopped moving forward. Years passed. The odd jobs grew into a business. The business grew into a workshop. And soon, Daniel was employing the very people who had once turned away. He built not just furniture, but a life, solid, unshakable. When people saw his success, they smiled and said, "You're lucky, Daniel." He only nodded. For they would never understand the nights he spent shivering, the mornings he rose without hope but moved anyway, or the storms he had walked through to reach the sunlight. Daniel knew the truth. Luck had nothing to do with it. Strength wasn't about never falling. It was about standing up again, no matter how many times life pushed you down. And that was a battle he had already